Alright, so we're back out today. We're gonna make our way through these woods back to where we found the remains of the depot. I did some research yesterday after we found it. The original depot was actually down the track some. That one was originally built right around the turn of the century and burnt down in 1911. They used a boxcar as the ticket booth until about 1913 when they built the one that we found the remains for. And that was in use until about 1950, and they tore it down. So when we were there yesterday, I seen some piles of charred remains in a pile. We got the metal detector, we got the shovel. We're gonna kind of make our way back there, see what we can find. We're still in kind of a trashy location, so the chances that's not some sort of aluminum can is slim, but we're gonna dig it anyway and see. We'll dig it and show it to you. Yep, still in a very trashy area. That's what was in the hole. Okay, so we're gonna keep going back yonder to where we were planning on heading, but we will take that out with us. Yeah, so the remains to the train station, the depot, I seen some piles of charred remnants of sorts when we were kind of walking by yesterday. We didn't really have a lot of time to explore that area. But in one of the piles was a bottle top to an old cork top bottle. So we might find some cool stuff in those piles too. Oh, probably another can. We will dig it. And I will show you since you heard the signal. I guess we'll just do a live one here. Looks like it might be something pretty small. I don't see anything. Oh, yep. That is what it is. Old bottle tab. Awesome. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Oh, it's not a pull tab. We haven't looked at it yet. We just pulled it out.
Library scent.
What year? Can you see that?
It is a 1977 stinking Lincoln.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking. Question is it a pull tab? Sounds like there might be more than one target there.
I just hit something.
It's probably a root. Oh, do I see something? I see it, and I almost just dug without my gloves on again. Don't do that. I sliced my finger, but good. And then I almost just did it again without my gloves on. That's what happens when you're a person that doesn't learn their lesson. That's a root down there. Oh, I see it. Well, that was one, but I don't think that that was all the targets in this hole. Maybe it is. Alright, we're gonna see what that noise was. We'll get back to you so we don't keep showing you pop cans and beer cans and pop tabs. Okay, so our initial plan here, which is at the remains, you can kind of see the edge right there. Where I'm standing right now was where the old depot was. Problem is, everywhere you run the metal detector, it squeaks. The whole ground is charged.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to be able to metal detect this.
All the dirt here is all like charcoal.
Charred remains.
Yeah, charred remains.
So it just blips and blips and blips. So I don't know, we're gonna do some eyeballing or something. New plan. But this is what I was starting to talk about earlier, is there's multiple piles of just charred stuff. But all the information that I can find on this place says that it burnt in 1910. See, that's like a piece of real thin old glass. And then down here more is where I found that cork top bottle. Might be down here a ways. I'll pause it and I'll show you when I get to it. Okay, I think I just figured out why there's a pile of dirt here with charred stuff in it. It looks like there's a groundhog hole or something. I think he kicked all this out. But you can see there's old melted glass. I'm kind of just kicking my foot around in this because I don't have the shovel, of course. And I learned my lesson about digging without gloves on. Pretty sure my finger's still bleeding. Here comes Rick. I'm going to show him and maybe dig around in this with the shovel a little bit. Alright, so we've been kind of digging up through here. Haven't found anything. So we're going to keep moving on, see if we can find anything else to dig in. Move back into these woods or something. We'll let you know how we figure this out. Alright, so what we decided to do is come kind of to the interior of that wall, which I think was the platform. It goes towards the tracks instead of into the woods. But we did find a signal right here. There's still trash out here, so we don't really know if it's good or if it's trash. This is our first signal that we're digging. And I did fall in this hole. Oh, I just fell again. Haha, is that it? No. We might have the same problem over here, where everything's a signal. The whole ground is a signal. If there was something that just kind of disintegrated over the years, it would basically just all be a signal. Or in this case, a fire. Alright, we'll look. See if we can find it. We'll show it to you. That last signal we dug was literally a chopped up pop can or beer can or something. There was just shreds of it everywhere. This hole, though, appears to be something kind of big. It might take us a minute to dig it out, but I really don't think it's a pop can tab and or a old beer can. So it might be something cool. Or it just might be fence post. There's a fence that we keep finding pieces of, so well, you know. Alright, so we've been digging for a while. I don't think we're going to be able to get this out. I think it might be an old piece from the railroad track. But it is, who freaking knows how long. I mean, we dug it out to there, and we're barely moving it. So we really don't know how long it is. I don't think we're going to be able to get this piece out. Alright, we're going to keep chugging along and see what else we can find. Alright, so we just dug this up. Looks like a piece to an old bench. There's the foot. That goes up to where the arm and the seat would be.
That is part of the railroad station.
That's pretty cool. I think we got another signal next to it. It might be more of this bench. We're gonna dig a hole and see. I think he might be moving it. So it's a different signal, but it was right next to where we dug that piece of bench.
I think I am moving it.
Are you moving it, or is that
Yeah,
the root?
I'm moving something.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
That looks like a can.
That's what it is. It's a can full of roots.
Urgh.
Let me check it though, just in case.
Dang it, I really had high hopes for that. Oh, it's still squeaking. Okay, so I won't be super disappointed yet.
Oh, I hit something metal. There's something metal from there.
We'll replant that tree. It's actually a good little maple, I think.
Oh yeah. Something
Oh yeah, something's moving. Alright, we're gonna work on this hole a little bit, so you're not just watching Rich dig a giant hole in the ground. Oh wait, babies. Every time I want to pause it, he moves it. Alright, maybe you can watch us unearth it. Is that more of the bench?
More piece of bench. Check the hole.
It almost looks like it. I wonder why it's shaped that way. Like it's like on a ski slope. Look. Do you see how that's sloped? But it does appear to be the same bench piece. And I think it's still squeaking. We'll put that over with our other bench piece. That's rude. I have some really old pictures of this. Ooh, what is that? I have some really old pictures of this depot from around 1910, 1911, right before it burned down. I'm going to see if I can find any benches. Because nothing has sat in this spot since they tore it down in 1950. So anything we dig up here really should have something to do with the depot. And they added onto it after they rebuilt in 1913. So it was a...
I think that's...
That looks like can. Or
foil.
foil.
Let me check it. Yep, that's what we're finding.
Foil.
Let me check it.
Alright, he's going to check the hole.
Yeah, there's more in there. Foil. Foil.
Okay, we're going to move on. Alright, just dug this up. It's a very old brass hinge off of something. I mean, that's my gloves. Look at how long that thing is. I don't know what it would have came off of. You can see the hinge pieces. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Alright, so Rich just kind of noticed this. This is what was confusing me when we first got here, is that I originally thought up in there was where the building was, and this was the outside of the foundation. But if you look, those are steps that go up to the platform. So where we are digging in this hole is where the building was. If you look through the bush, it keeps going down that way. So we are digging in the right spot. That bench part that we dug up might have been inside the building. So we're in a good location. There's some roots. But all up in here was inside the depot. We're gonna keep digging. Okay. Go ahead.
This fence could probably date to right around the time of the depot. That's some really old style wrapping on this fence. Whether this could have been an area that was gated off in the rear where there was loading, or something to mark the grounds itself.
This was horse and buggy time, right when
Then
people
this is
started to get
definitely
automobiles. And on the
probably for the corral.
That one photo that I showed you from yesterday, there was almost like a pasture for horses, kind of to the east side of the building. But you can see back here, it looks like there's more steps. Those look like steps to me. And then we're still, it's so hard to see. Let me see if I can. It doesn't want to focus. On the other side of that tree branch, we're still on the inner of where the building and platform and stuff were. Alright, we're going to find some more cool stuff to show you. Alright, we just dug a gnarly hole under a bunch of roots. It's out. We haven't figured out yet what it is. I'm going to be so pissed if it's a pop can tab. This was seriously the biggest pain. Oh, it's in there. Oh my god!
It is a can lid. It is a pop can.
Alright, that was so not worth
beer
that
can.
hole. That hole sucked. For that. That's the way it goes when you're metal detecting. We're gonna keep going. We're coming down to the last signals. We're digging a lot of trash, but that's the first thing that I don't think is trash. But I don't know what it is either, so that's a fun game. I'm gonna see if there's any more up this trail, and then we're gonna head out. Alright, we're done. This is all the stuff that we dug up. Half of a Michigan license plate that looks like 1971. Old wrench, part of a exhaust. Hubcap, our 1 penny. Some old cotter pins. This piece that I don't know what it is. That brass hinge that I showed you. those pieces of the bench, and I think that's part of an old pipe. So those are our interesting finds for the day. Thanks for watching. We'll do another one soon.